Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm making a video going over what I think could be possibly the new best endgame gear within Legends Rewritten. So we're going to be going over a lot of new weapons and also the Illusionist set. So if you do not know what the Mystic Illusionist set is, it is the new armor and the hardest armor to get from the new raid. Well, new-ish, it's about a month old now, but still the raid itself. Anyways, what this gear set is basically an improved version of the Zokius gear. The chest piece gives 650 HP and 550 mana, while the Zokius chest piece is 600 HP and 500 mana. So it's a very slight increase, but it does make it somewhat worth using. Now, of course, the Starforged plate still gives way more HP and a little bit less mana, but if you're looking for primarily mana-based gear, the Mystic Illusionist plate is amazing. Then the leg plates are 550 HP and 450 mana, while the Zokius is 500 HP, 400 mana. So it is arguable that this Mystic set is now the new best set in the game. Also, we're getting close to noon, so I'm becoming absolutely chonk again. I always find this funny because I always forget this is a thing. Anyways, this gear set could possibly be a little bit better than Starforged. It really does depend on what you need. In open world, I do think going for a little bit more mana might be a little bit better. But in the raid, I would still recommend going for Starforged for the HP. Now, the best hat in the game is still Limitless at 750 HP and 550 mana. That's going to basically always be the best hat until there is a new update. Also, let's go over the Enemaelish blade. So this is easily one of the best swords in the game, and I know this isn't going to be a very accurate representation just because I have the noon effect on, but its V ability absolutely shreds everything in the area. It is basically the ultimate attack from the dang Gilgamesh boss that is incredibly annoying to dodge. This thing does a ton of damage to bosses, a ton of damage to mobs. Now, the only downside to using this ability, in my opinion, is going to be the sheer fact that it does use a lot of mana, and its cooldown isn't the best, and also it does take a long time to use. But as you can see, I just absolutely murked Monkey, who had about 3,000 HP. So as you can see, this does do a lot of damage. So it is definitely worth getting, and I know testing it on these wizard guys aren't a very good test, but it really does absolutely shred everything. So the Enema blade is pretty much the best blade in the game right now, but there is another option besides that if you don't want to farm the raid. Now, pretty much the other best sword in the game right now is going to be this counter blade. Also, I forgot to say this earlier in the video, major shout out to CEO Monkey, this dude right here, for helping me by giving me these gear items to show off in this video. Anyways, let's show off what the counter blade does. Basically what you do is reflect back attack. So I hit V here, he's gonna hit me like this, and then I reflect it back. As you can see, he did about 4,000 damage, I don't know, some huge amount to me, and I just reflect back 11k, like literally, if you saw that, it absolutely melted him. So the counter blade comes from Meliodas, and really this new blade is incredibly powerful. So in the game right now, I would say the best gear pieces are going to pretty much be the Illusionist plate, Illusionist leg plates, and then also the Enemaelish blade, which is just ridiculous. But if you want something a little bit easier to get than the Enemaelish blade, I would go for the counter blade. The counter blade you can really use against any boss in the game. If you're fighting Meliodas and he's absolutely melting you, all you have to do is hit V, let him hit you a bit, and then you will deflect it back. Really interesting thing you can do with the Meliodas boss is if he reflects back your attack, let's say you do a magic attack like the level 70 attack from the hero magic, he can reflect that at you, and then you could reflect it back at him and have it do like a bouncing effect. So it 2 times it, and then it 2 times it again, and you just absolutely shred him. Anyways, in this game right now, pretty much the best gear is going to be a mix of the open world Meliodas weapon drops and then also the raid armor. Again, I know I've said this a few times, you can still use the Starforged plate and the Starforged leg plates. You get a lot more HP, but you do get about 200 less mana. In open world, you really do not need this much HP. In the raid, I would say you do. But really, if you can somehow get the Enemaelish blade, you definitely want to go for this thing because it just melts everything, absolutely everything. Just to show you guys it against somewhat of a stronger mob, not just a super duper weak witches, we're gonna go kill these plants over here. Anyways, the Enemaelish blade it is ridiculous. It just absolutely melts. So we're just gonna melt this guy right here. As you can see, it just melts enemies. It does so much damage. Just an absolute ton. Now, I will say when I first was using it at the start of this video, it wasn't a super accurate representation because, of course, I did have the sunshine effect going, so it did do a lot more damage than it normally would. But still, without the sunshine effect, as you can see, it is still easily one of the most damaging weapon abilities in the whole game. Every single tick is doing about 155 or more. It does about 700 to 800 damage, I would say, without having any sunshine effect. Then with the sunshine effect, it can do like 2,000 to 3,000 damage. Before I end up the video, still the best cape is the magic skill cape. I forgot to mention that, but that's pretty much always going to be the best skill cape in this game. Anyways, guys, if you found this video helpful, please leave a like. It helps your boy out a lot. Subscribe for more. Comment down below what else you want to see from me, and also let me know if you think anything else in this game would be a little bit better. Bye.